Hi, John Marshall students. This is Mrs. Heck, and today I'm going to show you how to draw our school mascot. His name is Magic, and he is Magic the Dragon because the magic of learning happens here at John Marshall Elementary School. So let's get started with some easy steps. Today you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, and it could even be the one that's on your pencil itself. Okay, and something to color with. I have some crayons here. And we'll do this step by step together. So here we go. So we're going to start with a circle down here towards the middle of our paper. I'm going to make it about the size of the palm of my hand, maybe a little bit bigger. And I'm going to very lightly draw it in. So lightly you can barely see your circle, barely see your pencil line. You'll be able to see it later on. You can always draw it darker later on. Above and to the right, we're going to draw a kind of diagonal oval, also very lightly. Don't worry if it doesn't look exactly like mine. You're going to just do your best to make it look like yours. And that is step one. If you can't see, I just have it a little closer to the camera here so you can kind of see a circle and an oval above it. Now I'm going to switch to black Sharpie marker so that you can see better. But you can continue using your pencil, so in case you make a mistake, you can erase and change it as often as you need to. So now we're going to connect our oval to our larger circle with some lines. And we're going to start here at the top of our oval, right here. And we're going to make kind of a candy cane shape that comes all the way down, and then it goes around the body of our dragon. Not all the way down to the bottom. On the inside, we're going to draw the inside of the neck by drawing another curved line down. And we're going to curve that around the belly of our dragon. But not all the way to the bottom for that either. So that is connecting our head with our body using some lines. Next thing I'm going to do is step 3, add your face, arms, and wings. So I'm going to start with the eyes. On either side of that kind of candy cane shape, if you made it really curved like I did this time, you're going to draw some large ovals. One on one side, one on the other. Don't worry if they're not perfect. No dragon is perfect. And that's what makes them so great, is that nothing is perfect. And I'm going to draw some eyeballs on the inside. And around this top of my eye, kind of like that McDonald's M, I'm going to draw these kind of curved eyebrows above the top there. And that's just to kind of go around the top of his eyes. From the side here, I'm going to go down and around that oval that I drew before and back up again and kind of point to the eye. That's going to be the top of his nose. He's got a very round nose in this one. And the bottom chin is going to be just underneath. So that connects to there too. Some nostrils. And now we're ready for some wings. The wings are going to be on the opposite side of our dragon. We're going to draw 2 wings. They're going to start with just a curved line, kind of like a big rainbow. And then at the end of that curved line, we're going to kind of hop with little curved lines all the way back to the dragon. Hop, 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 hop. To make it look like he has 2 wings, we're going to draw another curved line above that. But this time when we hop back, we may only get 1 or 2 hops in, because it looks like one wing is overlapping the other wing. My next step is going to be some arms. So about the area where that pencil curve line from the original circle in step 1 is, that's about the place where we're going to draw kind of a number 11. And then we're going to draw another number 11 kind of going to the side. And you can give him some little poofy fingers. So it looks like a letter L if you want to make it a different shape. So letter L, and some little poofy fingers, like little cloud fingers, because he is kind of a cartoon dragon after all. We're going to draw another arm over here. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, I'm going to give him some little cloud fingers as well. This will be helpful if he wants to hold some other objects. Later on, maybe you draw your favorite instrument in his hand or your favorite sports equipment in his hand. Those are things that you'll be able to add later on. So we've done his arms, his wings, his eyes, and now we're going to go to step 4. And step 4 is going to be his belly and his feet. So to draw his belly, we're going to start up here by his chin, and we're going to draw another curved line down. It's going to get wider as you go down the neck, and it's going to kind of go straight down. I'm playing leapfrog. I jump over my arm that's already here and continue on to the bottom. And then when we get to the bottom, we're going to leave some room for the feet. So to make the feet, I'm going to start with a backwards candy cane. So it goes up and it goes down low. See how low it went? On the bottom here, we're going to draw kind of an oval foot. You can make his feet as big as you want them to be, flat as you want them to be. And we're going to add a line inside of that candy cane. Later on, we can connect the back of our dragon and the front of our belly of the dragon to the foot. In fact, I will connect that now. Just follow that line around. And now I'm going to add another part of a foot. So this one's going to be just like a little curved backwards letter C. You can add some toes onto him, or maybe he's wearing sneakers today and you want to add some shoes and sneakers and socks to him. Gym might be one of his favorite things to do in his school day, and that's great. So next we are going to go to step 5. And step 5 is where we're going to add a tail, spikes, spots, and any other details that you choose. So I'm going to start with the tail. Now the back of this tail is going to look like a backwards letter S. So I'm going to start it a little bit higher than you think I should. And I'm going to just draw a backwards S, like a curved snake line. From the top of that snake line, kind of skinny. You see, you have like a little skinny space here. I'm going to draw kind of a matching snake line, but as I go down, I'm going to make it fatter and fatter and fatter and wider. So you can see how fat and thick this space is and where it gets thinner over here. That way his dragon tail has a little more support. Probably pretty heavy to drag that around all day. So we're going to add a little triangular arrow, kind of a point at the end of his dragon tail. And now we're going to work on some spikes. So to add some spikes, the spikes are pretty easy. We're just going to start with some triangles. Up, down, and you can make your spikes as large or small as you'd like to. When you get to your wings, you may just want to put a spike over that back wing, but the front wing you may want to skip, because often that wing would cover some of those spikes that go down the center of his back. So I'm just adding spikes. If I run out of room, I can make my spikes shorter or smaller or just wider so that I can fit as many spikes in that I want to fit into my dragon. You can always pause this video if you need more time to do any of these steps, of course. On his belly, I'm going to add some lines. So I'm going to put a line here. You may also have to play leapfrog over his arm once again. And of course the spots. The spots are going to go down Magic's body, but I'm not going to make them all the same size. I'm going to make some of these, and it'll be a circle shape. Some of these circles are going to be small. Some of them are going to be large. Some of them are going to be half circles because they're right on the edge. And I'm going to draw all these different circles all the way down my dragon until I've run out of space on his body. And I'm going to continue a few of them on his tail as well. So there we go. Maybe a couple more. You can always go back and look and add some more spots when you need to. Now that I have done the spots, we can now accessorize. So you can see in this one, I gave him a football. Maybe this one, I can put a bow if I want to make it a girl in her hair. I can put maybe some curly Q hairs coming out just for fun. You can make your dragon your own. It can have fire coming out of his mouth, or maybe there's just poofs of smoke coming out of his nostrils. Magic is a very friendly dragon, so he, of course, would never, ever burn his friends. But he is very talented, and just like all of you have different talents, maybe one of his talents is roasting marshmallows. So you can draw a marshmallow stick in his hand where he's roasting a marshmallow. I think for this dragon, I'm going to have him holding a musical note. So I think I'm going to draw in his hand right here a little musical note. So I'm going to draw this circle. I'm going to color it in. I'm going to draw this double musical note here. This is not a musical note that's coming out of his mouth from singing. Maybe he was able to catch this musical note and hold it and show all of his friends. He can even hold sheet music or something else in his other hand. You can make your dragon any way you want to make it. I can add some lines to his wings if I want to add more lines or more decoration to any part of my dragon. This becomes your dragon here in John Marshall School. My last step, of course, if you need to erase, you can erase any lines you do not need anymore so that they are out of the way and not under your coloring. And any that are changes you made if you changed your mind about how something was going to look. Brush some of that away. And then, of course, there's coloring. Okay, and you get to color your dragon with whatever you have to color with. Now, our school colors are blue and yellow. So I'm going to make our Magic the Dragon blue and yellow, and you can do the same if you want to, or something different. I'm going to start with some of my blue spots, and Magic the Dragon typically has blue spots, a yellow back body, and a white belly. Okay, so I'm going to start with my blue spots here, but you can start with any part of your dragon that you want to. Do your best coloring skills. You can add extra things if you want to add rainbow wings, if you want to add other colors or make your spots more rainbow themselves or different color schemes or add a pink bow. You may add whatever you want, of course, if you have this one has a book and a paintbrush. Maybe he loves to read about famous painters. Okay, and make your dragon your own. Remember, when you color with other colors around, I like to color the edges first. And then slowly I fill in the middle. So once I color around some of the shapes carefully and slowly, now I can color in one direction to finish coloring my dragon in all of the other areas. Take your time coloring. I can't wait to see all of your magical, beautiful dragons here at John Marshall School. Happy drawing, guys.